I've never had an actual job before starting my first ever job as a digital media specialist at the age of 22 years old. All I had was an associate's degree that they didn't even care about, didn't even look at it. What they really cared about is results or some type of experience. And this does not necessarily need to be through like an actual job. It could be through internships, it could be through your own experience that you generated. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, how I got my first job in digital marketing. Now, one important thing about getting your first job in digital marketing is that you do need to have some type of experience, but not necessarily from a actual job. Like I said, I got my first digital marketing job without ever even having any type of job. I never even worked at retail, restaurants. When I say no job, I literally had no job. So if I could do it, you can do it. So I want to lay out exactly what I did to get this digital marketing job. The first one is very important, and that's generating your own experience, and that is covered in a separate video. So please watch that before watching this video. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to get an interview, to get someone to actually call me back and get an interview for a digital marketing job. Now, how did I do it? So first of all, you do not want to have some typical boring looking resume like this. And the reason you don't want to do that is because it blends in with every other resume. You don't want to blend in with every other resume. It's very basic, it's very old. You want to do a newer resume template, a newer design, something a little bit more colorful, especially when it comes to marketing. You want to market yourself. Something like this. It's very simple. There's definitely better ones. It just adds more color, shows your picture, different style than a typical resume. And this is actually a very basic looking resume. You could definitely do a better job now than when I did it back in 2020. But believe it or not, this resume actually got me a job, my first job in digital marketing. So that's how I basically got their attention with this new resume. But the most important part was the resume, all I had was experience that I generated on my own. It didn't have any other job experience because I never even had a job. So all I had was stuff I did in digital marketing. That was the bulk of the resume. That's all I did to get the first job ever. I eventually left that job after 4 months because I wanted to get paid more. So I just wanted to get that experience first, transition out and get a better, higher paying job. Because the first job back in 2020, as a digital media specialist, I was paid $18 an hour. I knew that I could definitely get paid more, maybe like 25 an hour. So that's why I left after 4 months. Not only that, but I also wanted to get more experience. And the company I was working for was just selling one product. I wanted to get more experience with a marketing agency or a company a little bit more challenging, because this one was not as challenging as like working on various client accounts like in a marketing agency. Let me jump right into my computer to show you what I did to get so many different interview opportunities from really good jobs. Okay, so you have a resume, but what else can you do to increase your chances of getting an interview and getting a digital marketing job? Well, LinkedIn profile. It's super, super powerful in marketing. If you have a clean looking profile picture, adding certifications or rewards, add some case studies, add recommendations from other LinkedIn members, add a description of what you do and know, connect with other marketers and other agencies, or connect with recruiters too. Doing this actually got me with a company called Maple, and that has gotten me my own clients. They contacted me on LinkedIn, and now I'm like in the front page of their website. Maple is basically, they connect the freelancer with a business. So I was able to get an opportunity there from LinkedIn. So you definitely want to show off your LinkedIn profile, have a picture, have some case studies, recommendations, whatever experience you generated. If you have a degree or even like certification added in here. You want to make your LinkedIn look as professional as possible. Another thing that you should do is create some type of website or case study, show off the experience you generated on your own or results you've gotten. And you want to do that. You could do that on a website like I did, but I feel like that is more outdated. Look at what I used to do back in 4 years ago, and back in 2020. I created a website. This is a video I created a long time ago. I basically went very technical, created my own website on WordPress, Elementor, and I created like some type of portfolio website like this, where it showed like my experience, kind of like a resume too. It showed my name, education, all that, and you can see it better right here. So yeah, this is my picture, my name, portfolio. I had this, but there's definitely better ways of going about it now in 2024. You could create your own website with Webflow. There's so many like beautiful templates on Webflow that you could create your own site showing off the case studies. Not only do you show off your case studies, but you also show that you understand how to design a web page. Even though it is a template, it still shows that you understand how to create these, how to set these up. And that could show to a company or the agency that you actually know what you're doing in terms of creating a website and being technical. Another more simpler way is with a Notion. So with Notion, you can create a page and just talk about the results, the description of the brand, add some pictures, show the actual results, talk about the campaign. You can have all that in a page on Notion to share it to a company of the results you have. And this could also be just as impressive as a website. You want to have a video introduction of yourself, of your experience, what you've done on the top of the whatever the website or even the Notion, so you could introduce yourself, and then have the case studies, have some reviews if you get some reviews, testimonials, and then also softwares you use, so they can understand like how technical or what softwares you've used in the past. I just want to show you the opportunities I've gotten. So one of them was Caesars Entertainment, was as a search engine marketing specialist position, an interview with them. Another one was from one of Walt Disney's networks, Freeform, and this was actually on LinkedIn. They invited me to an interview, and I made it to the third phase because I think there was 4 phases. This was probably the most intense interview I had. Like first interview, meet with like the manager, and then meet with like 4 other people. So yeah, there's a lot to the Walt Disney network. And then I've had like a lot of interviews with multiple marketing agencies around the country, from California to New York. I've had opportunities. Here's one like from Mute 6, and then thousands, I would say thousands of job recruiters messaging me on LinkedIn of opportunities for digital marketing. So I definitely got a lot of interviews, and I wasn't the greatest at answering some of the interview questions. Some I did well, others I didn't do the greatest. But the point of this video is just to show you that you can get the interviews. It's definitely possible to get these type of interviews with these nice high paying jobs too. So there you have it. That is how I was able to get so many interviews in digital marketing. And just to recap, first, you have to generate your own digital marketing experience. That is number one, the most important. Second, make sure that you have a good resume, not the typical boring looking resume. Third is LinkedIn. Make sure that you have a good LinkedIn that shows case studies, what you do, any certifications that you have. And fourth, have some type of website or a Notion showing off your experience. So with those 4 things, I'm pretty sure you get at least interviews, lots of interviews if you do all these steps in this video. You'll make sure to watch my video on how I generated my own digital marketing experience, where I go more into detail on how I generated my digital marketing experience. If you have any questions, let me know down in the description below, and make sure to subscribe for more content like this.